Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, I want to talk about CRO. I want to talk about the crypto market because we are on the cusp of a big move. And I really do think we're right at the beginning of the bull market that we've all been waiting for. We've all been waiting for Bitcoin to make those moves to the upside, which it has been doing. But we're also waiting for the altcoins to make their move as well, because at the end of the day, it's the altcoins that are going to make majority of us a lot of money. That's like the AL1s, the layer 2s, the meme coins, AI coins, gaming coins, and coins like CRO as well. And I really do think CRO at some point will surprise the market, will surprise a lot of us CroFam holders, because it will, I feel, will make a big move to the upside sooner rather than later. And I know some people will disagree, and some people will say it's done nothing, it's a poo-poo coin or whatever. But I really do think when it makes a move, it's going to make one big, gigantic move. And that is where we're going to make a lot of money. But like I said, smash that like and subscribe. It's always much appreciated. We can see on the hourly at the moment, bit of a mixed bag, a bit of green, mostly red at the moment, because we know Bitcoin at the moment is pulled back just a little tiny bit. Actually, making this video now, it just shot up 67,223. But what we have noticed, dominance has been creeping up. So that liquidity is being taken out of the altcoins and into Bitcoin. But it will change at some point. But we can see on the daily, bit of the same thing really as well. Weekly is nice and green, monthly is nice and green, and the yearly is also nice and green. And don't forget, every time we get a pump to the upside via altcoins or it's Bitcoin, you're always going to get a pullback as well. So you've always got to prepare that. As we get big moves to the upside, prepare for those big moves to the downside. So yeah, it's all looking good. But overall, let's have a look at the crypto market in general. We're sitting at around about $2.3 trillion. And I think that's going to go up even further, in my opinion. Bitcoin is sitting at $67,210. At the moment, it looks like the bulls are really fighting to hold that $67,000 mark. And I'm really hoping they do. Because if we can hold this, potentially big moves are coming. And that. But we can really see that at the moment, the fear greed is sitting at, it says on here, around about 60%. I don't know if it is that. I don't know. Sometimes you've got to take these fear and greed with a pinch of salt, in my opinion. You know, but let's get into CRO as well. So, like I said, a lot of the altcoins are actually, at the moment, just getting some of that liquidity just slightly pulled out of it at the moment, and it's going into Bitcoin, because Bitcoin, at the moment, is making some bigger moves. And also, you've got to bear in mind, we want Bitcoin to go up. We want Bitcoin to look healthy, because at the end of the day, if Bitcoin is healthy, Bitcoin keeps on moving up, at some point, or we will get that alt season. But it would just got to be that little bit patient. But like I said, with volume at the moment, we're sitting around about that, just over 7 million. We're down 15% at the moment. Market cap is sitting at just over $2 billion in market cap. So at the moment, is this still a DCAing opportunity? For CRO, yeah, I do. I really do think it's still a DCAing opportunity. So at the end of the day, you've got to do your own research on things. And like I say, you don't always listen to me. But for me, if it was me now, I'll be DCAing in probably just a little bit more. I'll be DCAing in some of the meme coins as well. And that's what I've been doing, like Core and Mary, Ponky and Pepe, and the CRO, obviously, because I DCA in everyday CRO because I'm always shopping. But yeah, overall, it's looking good. But what I want to point out, AI Bert is also said, because you'd seen Crypto.com has been making some big moves in terms of liquidity coming into their business. So all this marketing they've been doing through the UEFA, UFC, F1, it's starting to pay off, and they're getting lots of revenue coming in. We just want to see CRO coin follow suit. But it says here, saw on Reddit, this is from my AI Bert. Give this guy a follow. I always say give him a follow because he gets so much great alpha. There's a lot of CroFam out there on X who gives a lot of great alpha. So a lot of people on there, it's worth giving them a follow. Like Pamela, you know, give them all a follow. It's all great stuff. Saw this on Reddit, exchange token by social media engagement. Keep on pushing CroFam. And guess what's there? CRO 2.14 million engagements. And we can see BNB just over 1 million. Uni is down below 1 million. And then look at that, CRO 2.14 million. And I'm not surprised, because a lot of people are going to be researching. People, football fans, there's when you look at UEFA, you're looking at about what, 3 billion fans. Now, look, I'm not saying every one of them are going to be signing up to crypto.com, but a lot of them will check it out. A lot of them, when Bitcoin starts getting up to that 80,000, 100,000, that's when I think you're going to get retail start popping in. But retail will be looking at, well, where can I buy this? Where can I buy Bitcoin? Where can I buy CRO? Where can I buy Pepe and other coins? And they'll be looking for an app, and then they'll see crypto.com. Go to the App Store, download it, check it out, and they'll think, I like this. It's easy to use. I find the crypto.com app pretty easy to use, to be honest with you. And, and I think that's what will happen. So at the end of the day, all this will pay off. All this marketing they do will pay off. And that's why we've got here 2.14 million in terms of engagement. And that's just also people, who will be looking at the apps and such like. A lot of this engagement is also from the Crow fam, who have been tweeting out a lot of alpha regarding CRO and crypto.com and the Crow fam. People are just tweeting out. We all basically doing it yesterday about the Cronos, because it's like I said in the videos, it's all about getting Cronos out there, getting crypto.com out there, getting the CRO token out there, and getting that traction. Because at the end of the day, that's what we need. We need traction. We need those people to come in. When retail come in, that's what we want. We want to get traction, because at the end of the day, they're going to come to Cronos, they're going to come to crypto.com, and no doubt some people will buy CRO. And I have a feeling institutions are probably buying a bit of CRO as well. But don't forget, they don't really affect the price too much, because they do it over the counter. So, but at the end of the day, it's all looking positive. Everything is lining up, in my opinion, in terms of crypto.com, the Cronos, and the Crow coin. It's all coming into place. In that, but also what I'm hoping is coming about, and I know a lot of people don't like burns, but we are burning CRO, but we're waiting for that big burn to come along, and I want to burn because there's the lower supply of CRO coin and the demand is there. That will push up the price of CRO, because no doubt, as most of us, 99% of the people here want CRO to get out of this range where it's now and start pumping up to 10 pence, 20 pence, 30, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, to $1, to $2. We want that, but we need all this. We need the Crow fam to spread the word. Crypto.com and the Cronos could do so much, but also the community, and the community is doing that. It's getting, like I said, they're getting out there, they're getting it all going, they're getting people to see what the Cronos ecosystem is and what crypto.com is. Everybody in the Crow fam are doing such a fantastic job. It's amazing. It's a great community. If you want to be a part of a community as well, and you're new to crypto, get involved with the Crow fam. There's loads of people there, and there's loads of people on the Crow fam who are always willing to give a helping hand when you need it. You got the Loaded Lions as well. They're also a community which also helps a lot of people. They've helped me out, to be honest with you, over the time I've been a part of the Crow fam and that. So it's always worth getting that involved in that community and be a part of it. It's always good. And also give the main city a go as well with the Loaded Lions. It's all a bit of fun. But we can see on the Cronos ecosystem at the moment, and what I would do like at the moment is, because we've got core, back at that, 45% up. That is amazing. We're now sitting at $40 million. That is something to be pretty proud of. If you bought core at such a low price, it's made really, really nice moves. And we can see here, look at that beautiful candle there, 45% candle up to the outside. We've been having that downward trend, broken that area of resistance. This is on a 3-day. We've broken that resistance, broken out, gone a bit sideways, and then pumped up to the upside. So it's been looking all pretty good. So yeah, looking overall with the crypto.com. And don't forget also, what I am waiting for is that merry listing as well. I'm keep on banging on about that merry listing. That's what we're waiting for. But let's have a look at the CRO coin at the moment on the charts. We can look on here, and the MACD on the daily, we are starting to cross over. We've still got those two green dots. We're sort of slightly breaking out of that falling wedge, that downtrend of lower lows, higher lows, and now we want to get to that higher high. That's what we want to get to. We want to get to that 10 pence, and I want us to get to that 10 pence before the end of October, and then make our way up to that 10 to 18 pence mark, to 20 pence mark, and make our way up that way. I'm hoping by the end of the month, we will get to that 10 pence mark. I'm sure we will, and I'm really hoping that we do. But overall, on the daily, it's looking pretty good. MACD's starting to cross over as well, so that's looking pretty good as well. Let's go and check out and see what's happening with Bitcoin at the moment. So just checking out Bitcoin on the daily at the moment, we're basically been in this bull flag, just chopping down, higher lows, and now we've got a higher high now, and now we've broken out of that bull flag, and we're starting to make our way up. But we're coming up to a bit of resistance at the moment, sitting at around about that $67,784. Then the next line of resistance is around about that $69,581. At the moment, we can see here on the market side for B, we've also got see all that green money flow is starting to come in. So in a bit sideways at the moment, but it's starting to come in. And we've got the MACD now, which is crossed over and gradually starting to push to the upside as well. And if we look on the weekly as well, we can see on the weekly, again, what we can see here, which is really, really bullish now on the weekly, we're starting to get the MACD is starting to cross over. But in turn of that, on the side for B, look at that. We've got the money flow coming around to sideways, and now it's starting to turn up. You can see it here, starting to turn up, which is all bullish. The MACD, the money inflow starting to turn up. We've got the cup and handle here, and we're starting to break out of that bull flag, what I said. That's the handle on the weekly from the cup to the handle, and the handle is starting to break out as well. So it's looking good. And when you tend to find out with cup and handles, if you research it, it's not a gradual move to the upside and going sideways and up, sideways and up, sideways and up. Generally, cup and handle normally breaks quite strongly to the upside. I think this cycle, we could easily, I personally think, get to 100,000 to 130,000 in this bull market cycle. Now, what you got to bear in mind is coins like CRO and the overall coins as well. If Bitcoin gets to that 80 to 100,000 to 130,000, what is that going to do to altcoins? That is absolutely going to make them go parabolic at some point. But what we're looking at the moment very carefully is looking here, looking at basically the dominance that's going up. We can see this is why a lot of the altcoins at the moment are just slightly pulling back. Not too much, but slightly pulling back. It's because you can see the money flow coming into the dominance. That means people at the moment are going into Bitcoin, not so the altcoins. Altcoins will have its turn sooner. And like I said, I don't know when it's going to happen, but it will happen at some point. We are getting closer. Could it be the part of towards the end of the year? But as also Bitcoin starts pulling up, also will gradually start following up as well. But there will come to a point when this rising wedge will break down to the downside, and then that liquidity will come into the altcoins, and that is when we'll get that massive explosion in altcoins, and we'll see that parabolic run. What altcoins are going to make the runs, we don't know, but I'm hoping all of them would. That would be absolutely fantastic. All these top 50 ones, plus some of the meme coins, I hope they really do. But at the moment, you can see the money flow coming in. Dominance is gradually starting to move up, and at some point, it will start to break down. That's what I'm watching for at the moment. And we can look at total 3 as well. Total 3 falling down there on the downside, but now starting to break up as well. And we can see here the MACD is just flatlining. We're starting to get a bit of green starting to point to here, and we're getting slightly a bit of a crossover. Alts, total 3, excluding Ethereum and Bitcoin, is starting to gradually turn up as well. So everything seems to be falling into place. We've got the technicals, we've got the fundamentals, and it's all falling into place. So it's just about sitting on your hands, holding tight. And if you do feel like you want to DCA, I think some of the altcoins at the moment are just still in that range of DCAing. But time is ticking. It is running out. For me, like I said, I'm just sitting on my hands pretty much for the CRO. Obviously, I've got my debit card and such like, me earning DeFi, blah, blah, blah. So I'm always DCAing it at some point. But anyway, yeah, the market is looking pretty healthy. And I think $70,000 is going to come sooner rather than later. And like I said, it's just got to be patient. That's all it is. It's just being patient. So give it a like, give a subscribe. It's always much appreciated. And I'll see you soon in the next video. Take care.